Alright, so as you can see here, I created some boxes and a few Niagara effects just kind of to fill up this empty space on this generated terrain that we created. But here we have our portals, and as you can see, I kind of tried to make it look like an infinite loop basically with the stuff I laid out, so it just looked kind of neat. But you jump in the teleport, and whenever you're on this side and you look through, you can see what's the opposite of the other side there. So jump through it. Go ahead and grab this raffle here. And so we got our raffle. And as you can see, it does affect the terrain. And it does have the Niagara splatter effect. I'm still having the issue where after I shoot and it's supposed to destroy the target on impact, like the projectile impact is still like a projectile left. To mitigate that, I just give it a few seconds before it just deletes itself. But what I think's happening is I've got the C++ mesh and then like the original mesh as well, and I think what's happening is one is being destroyed and the other is not, and that's kind of what's causing that. But anyway, let's see the other stuff. And then if we go right here to the Perlin prop terrain, you can scroll down here and you can see it is editable with the X size and Y size here. We got our Z multiplier and noise scale. And we can change that. Go ahead and make it a 0.2 here. And that changes dramatically what it looks like in the map. As you can see, it's a little more bumpy. So we got all that set up here. And then, of course, like the little fountain effects here is just this basic fountain effect with a constant particle that I created just to take up space. It's nothing too fancy. It's just an infinite life cycle fountain with an infinite life cycle particle that's upsized in the middle, colored blue with high color resolution to make it glow more. So then if we go here, we'll open our Visual Studio. Excuse me. So we have our portal here set up. So we have our box comp, our mesh, our scene capture, which is in our little camera, our root arrow, which is just like it's the little red arrow that sticks out from the front of the portal. Kind of shows which way it's actually facing. We've got it set to where it doesn't cast the shadows, but not through this because that is more complicated than it needs to be, according to the tutorial. So I went ahead and made it a comment just like he did, so it wouldn't take effect there. It would take effect instead, like in the editor settings for Unreal, not in the Visual Studio file. And so like here's where it handles if the teleporting is true, and then it gets your component location, and then it sets your actual location. So it sends you to the root arrow, which is that little red arrow component. Teleports you to it. And that's just so if you're not teleporting. And so then we have our header file for the portal here. That's where all of our U properties and our U functions for it were set, including like our bool and our overlap and our update portals functions that we set up in those tutorials. And here's our Perlin Prop Terrain CPP. this is where we set up our, on begin plane, we're setting up our vertices and our triangles here. And then we have the create vertices and create triangles functions here, which has our noise scale, all that stuff in it, as you can see. And here's our CPP for our character. As you see, they have comments, but a lot of these comments for this one were already in there because it was like the setup before we started working on it, as I'm sure you know. Then we have our header file here. It's got our bool here for teleporting. We add it in. But yeah, so that's really about it. Thank you very much.